Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you walk...
Good afternoon, everybody. So, apparently, the one thing that stopped working again was the Hangouts. Why am I not surprised? I wonder if this thing will ever actually work when it's supposed to work.
Oh no.
Yeah. Anyways, while I slowly work on that, everyone, welcome to the 18th episode of The Gaming Den. This show brings you a lot of different topics, among some nice entertainment from Foxy rants to my own rants. It's all good, because hey, everybody likes a good rant every now and then again when it comes to video games. As I like to do, I am SheWulf, and I am joined by my co-host.
I am Fox. What's up, everybody? I see the Mixer chat. It's already going. Got the YouTube chat. So yeah, I just want to say thanks to everybody who's joining us. Yeah, an eventful week, I think. Very overwhelming for me. But very awesome week, though. So I am happy to say I am a proud owner of the Xbox One X, thanks to my friends. So I just, want to give them a little shout out again, even though I did talk about it on Console Corner, which was awesome. But besides that,
oh my God,
how are you, SheWulf?
Do we have to hear about it? Oh, hey, look, there it is.
Oh, you fixed it?
Yeah, apparently I just had to click on the actual eye thing to turn it on. My bad, people.
Interesting.
Yeah. What can I say? It's Friday, guys. It's Friday. We all know what that means.
Lazy Friday? Because that's
Lazy
what I want.
Friday. Yes. Yes.
But yeah, like the Xbox One X, awesome week, and we even streamed for Fortnite. Yeah, I almost said something else, but yes, Fortnite is what it is.
We almost said something else.
Yeah, I almost said Fortnite.
Fortnite?
Just being honest. Yeah. Yep.
Fortnite. You hear that, guys? The new game is officially called Fortnite.
I'm being honest. What else happened this week? Oh, I got awesome news about Life is Strange, so that's coming out soon, and I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, awesome week overall, though.
Definitely agree. There's been some...
What about you?
Well, other than... I'm sure a lot of people watch the Gaming Awards, but if you want to hear mine and Fox's intake on that, you're going to have to tune into the Console Corner on Tuesday night. Oh, no spoilers for yous. Sorry.
Ouch.
But overall, it's kind of just one of those, it's been one of those weeks. I got this awesome game that we will be talking about actually a little bit later from the Xbox team, which, big shout out, thank you for that. I got it in the mail today. But yeah, it's just been one of those weeks where things are kind of going good. We got PUBG releasing next week. Huge hype, guys. December 12th, PUBG will be releasing on the Xbox One. What? Insane. And for anybody who's actually playing PUBG right now on PC, you can actually, I don't know who can get into the test servers. Unless anyone can get into the test servers. If you can get into the test servers, you can actually try their new maps, the desert maps right now.
I think it's only people that are like,
partnered?
What's it called? Yeah, kind of like partnered with them.
Partnered people.
But they can invite their friends though, so even if their friends don't have it, I think they could like get them in there.
Find a streamer. Just kind of. There's a lot of mixer streamers that are actually partnered with PUBG. So honestly, I would just ask around, see if by chance that if if you're really into that, if they can get you into it, because I might have to see what I can do about it on Monday or something. We'll see. We will see.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's still a lot of bugs though.
Oh, well, of course.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those things, though. But there has been a lot of awesome announcements lately, especially with, you know, the new year coming. So chances are there's going to be even more. Like, for instance, our very first topic, which we all know has released, and that's the Destiny 2 DLC.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys are like, Destiny 2. But guess what, guys? It is a very big game, and there's a lot of hype that goes around it. So it is definitely something that we like to talk about. Now, Fox, you haven't played it, correct?
No, not the DLC, but the game, yes.
Yeah, well, I meant the DLC. I actually played the DLC. The campaign, like, I guess I'm still in the campaign, even though the campaign kind of feels like just a really long mission. But I guess I'm still in part of the campaign.
I mean, it is it's an expansion of the story, so yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't.
But like, what do you mean?
feel
You're
like
going
that.
to the same areas? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, like so the parts that I've gone to, there is some new spots that have opened up, which is kind of cool. But there's a lot that like you go into and you're still fighting in like the same maps, obviously. But the point I'm getting at is it doesn't really feel like the campaign. Like when you actually fought and actually like ran through the campaign itself, it felt like a story.
Right.
This doesn't really feel like that. This kind of...
Does it feel like a strike?
Yes, it feels a lot like a strike.
I know what you mean.
You do get to, obviously, you do get to discover new worlds. One of the biggest spots that you get to run around is the Infinite Forest. A lot of jumping. There's a lot of jumping.
Your favorite?
I am horrible at jumping, but I haven't fell off any of the sides yet, so, you know, we're good at that part. There's also the competitive part of it, where they open... Okay, so when you go into Destiny 2 and you go into the multiplayer, you'll see, like, the DLC icons, and then you'll see the regular ones. Now, when I went into the DLC icons, the maps are literally the exact same. They're the same maps.
So, but they mixed them up in there, right? So there should be, like, what, 2 or 3 new maps? No, actually, it's 2. Xbox is 2, PlayStation is 3, I believe.
I was gonna say, there can't, like... you got, obviously, one of the new Crucible arenas is, I think it's like Pacifica or whatever it's called. The Titan area. You actually do get that one. We had that one quite a bit. Now, I don't know if there's 2 of them, though, because that's the only one that I really recognized that was different from any of the other...
Maybe they put it in a different mode.
Maybe.
Did they split, like, quick play and competitive as well?
Well, they like, obviously they still have the 2 as they always do. That's not really anything, like, that's not nothing new, but I don't know. I only really recognized the one new map. There may be another one, guys, and I just didn't see it, but when I was doing it, the overall part that I saw was actually just one, which was the Titan map. So you also have, there's also a new mission, or sorry, new strike, which I haven't done that yet. I have not done the new strike. So, you know, like I said, I'm running through it. You do get to discover some new places. There is like another, what's it called?
Social space.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think what the heck it's called, though. They called it the, you have, like, the tree fort, you have, like, the tower, and then this one is... Does anyone know what it's called? Anybody know what it's called?
I heard it, I just can't remember it, because I don't have the thing, so I'm like, I'll figure it out when I get it, you know?
Yeah, alright, well, if anybody in the chat knows what it's called, please write it in the chat, because I really can't remember. Because I know I pointed out the fact, I'm like, can they come up with any more original kind of names for these, these tower-type places instead of something so just bland? But I was making fun of it. I know that. I I was like, really? The names of it? Really? But I guess this new area is focused on the Vex. Yeah, it's like more focused around the Vex, which is really interesting because, again, it's still the same enemies, but it is, you know. And there's new gear. There is like new gear and weapon skins and stuff like that. But anyone who played Destiny 1, you already know this as well. Because that's really not a huge new thing. They do like to change that all the time. But I had some, you know, I had some fun. I'm trying to figure out how the campaign whole thing goes. It does feel, like you said, the campaign feels more like a strike. Like just a longer strike. Because you do get pulled out of it constantly, which the campaign you did too, but at least you had more cutscenes and you were kind of more built into it.
Yeah, that's the thing I was hoping for to hear about, and I'm hearing a lot of disappointing and stuff like that coming from the community.
Yeah.
Disappointment. But yeah, I was hoping for more like cinematic videos and very engaging story. It makes you want to keep going. And I guess I wanted it to be like, I guess long enough, but not like a super long storyline or anything like that. But something interesting enough that you might want to go through that again with your other characters, or I don't know. I'm not hearing any of that stuff coming from the community. So it's a bit disappointing, and I'm like, well, I'm glad I didn't get it, you know?
Yeah, you do get the new world Mercury as well. So they did finally give us like another planet. But the lighthouse, that is what it is called. That is what it is called. The lighthouse. I'm like, really? Could we not come up with some more original names?
Isn't that what it was? Oh, wait, wow. Isn't that what it was called before on the first one?
The trials, like when you did the trials and when they so they released an event, what was it, a couple weeks ago, possibly a month and a half ago now, where you had to take a team. It was a 4-man team. You had to go do multiplayer, and then you went to the lighthouse where you saw Osiris. And so, but this looked nothing like those maps. It's not like all nice, clear, blue, icy. No, this is all like run down Mercury, dust and desert, and yeah, it's kind of the complete opposite, which is kind of surprising. But there's definitely lots of Vex. They definitely did. There's like giant Vexes that I kept like running into, which is kind of funny. But overall, it's not a bad DLC. It is definitely not a bad DLC. You get to meet Osiris, who is kind of running around, and I don't know if you're officially trying to find him or because you find
you're trying to track him down.
Yeah, because you get a lot of the best thing though, for anyone who does not like Nolan North as the ghost, you get a female ghost during this whole entire like adventure. Which I love. She is cocky as heck, but I really like listening to her instead of Nolan North as the ghost.
Yeah, somehow she has like an actual sassy personality or something.
Yeah.
Even though she's a little robot thingy.
Yep, but I like it.
That makes sense.
It better. So I like it better. But either way, so are you considering picking up the Destiny 2 or?
No, like I have no interest in it right now at all. I had interest when I saw the trailer and I was like, cool, I want to know what happens in that story. But right now it's kind of like I'm playing other stuff anyway, and I could wait. I could wait later on in maybe spring sale or something, maybe. Or yeah, I don't know. I'll get it later on because it does sound interesting with the whole backstory stuff, the stuff that links to the lore from the first game. So I am intrigued on that part. But right now, playing it, because there hasn't been anything really to make me want to go back to Destiny. And I thought this was going to be it, and it's certainly not. So I'm just kind of like, oh, okay, so then I'll wait for later on when it's on sale or something like that.
Very true.
But,
very true.
Conflicting things coming out of this DLC because, well, the articles that I saw from it, like, oh, you gotta check out this awesome DLC because it's really cool, whatever. But yeah, I'm seeing other kind of articles about, like, negative things about the DLC.
Yeah.
So Destiny 2, okay, has players locked out of endgame content because of this DLC. So that's pretty bad because they did change a lot of stuff. So obviously the main thing is because of the light level. So obviously the light level went up to was it 330? So they started changing things. So if you're new to Destiny and you don't have the DLC, or maybe like me, you don't have the DLC at all, you can't play certain things regarding the raid or the Nightfall strikes because they have prestige mode. So you won't be able to get that stuff at all.
Yeah.
Prestige mode is also a thing regarding achievements. So if you didn't get that achievement and you want to get it now, you have to have the DLC to get it. So that achievement is locked behind the DLC. The trophy is also locked behind the DLC on the PlayStation side, and that means that you can't get the platinum on Destiny right now because you have to have the DLC for that as well. So that sucks. And also the new heroic strike playlist, I can't play that because again, behind DLC, that's DLC only, even if it's light level to play is only 270. So yeah, they put that stuff behind well, a paywall basically. It's what it seems like.
Yeah. See,
so
and
that kind of sucks.
That's one of the biggest issue, guys, is when they turn around and start doing things that start separating players because you have to buy DLC. Like, at least Destiny 1. Well, no, I think Destiny 1 was the same way, wasn't it? Where you pretty much, like, everything was kind of split in two once the DLC started to release.
Yeah, well, I went back and I looked, and they did that. There's more, like, well, when I went back and I looked, they did that for the first DLC the most. So it locked a lot of people out. But then with the other DLCs, it was less content that they would hold back from you. Yeah. But you could still do a lot of stuff with your friends. You just couldn't level up and you couldn't do the new thing. But you could still play the Nightfalls and the heroic playlists and stuff like that. You just won't have the newer content, like the newer story related things. But yeah, they did that on the first one, and a lot of the Destiny community were really disappointed with that. So you would think Bungie would listen to that, learn their lesson from the first game, but they did it again. So surprise, surprise,
Are we surprised?
I understand if...
Are you really surprised, though?
Nope. No, not at all. But, like, why would you do this? Like, I think Bungie would know better, again, because of all the stuff that they're going through, the hate that they're going through already, with the XP problem that they were having, the token issues that they were having, the little engrams, all that stuff. Like, they're already getting hate for stuff already. Even on the PC side, they were banning players for no freaking reason, just because they had certain programs on their computer. As soon as they boot up the game, they would already be banned, and they were like, "What the heck?" So that leaves a sour taste in everybody's mouth when they see all these little problems here and there. Like, overall, the game is good, but yet, do you want to keep going back to it and keep playing it and grinding out things? No, not really. And right now, they're having a big issue with one of the guns. I forgot the name of it, but there's a gun specifically right now that's super OP, and everybody is using it in the multiplayer right now. And if you don't have it, you're going to get smacked around. And they can't even patch that because they just released the DLC, right? So the DLC code messed up this gun. So this gun has, like, super awesome damage. Yeah. Everybody's using that gun, and guess what's this weekend? Trials of the Nine. So everybody's going to get smacked around, and they're not canceling that. From what I know, they're still going ahead with that. And they can't nerf that gun right now, so they have to wait for next week to nerf it.
For the update on the Tuesday. Though, are you sure about that? Because they did actually, the servers got cut yesterday. For anybody who was having
I saw this last night, so I'm not sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I was going to say, because Destiny got cut last night, which was interesting, but it's disappointing.
That could be regular maintenance,
But yes, someone pointed out Battlefield 1 had the same issue when it came to premium, and it's true. It really is, like, they need to stop thinking that it's okay to split your fan base by forcing people to buy games. Like,
well, that was the whole point of like season pass before, right? But it just sucks because like raids and nightfalls, heroic playlists, those are like common things. So it sucks that you can't have full access to everything. But I understand the whole cap. Like there is a cap to the level, so obviously I don't have the DLC. I can't go as high as you can, right? So that's understandable. And then I can't play Osiris or Curse of Osiris like you can, so that's also understandable.
I understand like parts like that, like say for instance the New World Mercury. Obviously, if you don't buy it, you can't go on it. Fine, that's understandable. But things that are based pretty much around the whole aspect of like co-op in this game, being, you know, multiplayer and being the raid and stuff like that, they should not touch that stuff. You should have a separate section if you want to actually create like new rooms into the raid or new maps and stuff like that. Then you should separate all of it so that people are not forced to have to buy the new DLC to be able to enjoy it with their friends.
Yeah, especially prestige mode. Like, they should wait for that.
Yeah.
That's like, the people that want to play that right now can't play it unless they have the DLC, so that sucks, because then you lose out on that achievement, and it's not like they have many for you to get anyway, so it's like, you can't get that one. So you have to buy the DLC if you want to get a full 1,000 right now. But that's another thing. Did you even get DLC for this new... I mean, did you ever get achievements for this new DLC?
No, and even Scrotum points that out in the Mixer chat that, no, apparently there is no new achievements.
You see?
That
so that really sucks
like,
as well.
What is the point of...
They had DLC before on the first game when we used to get stuff.
Yeah.
I mean achievements, sorry. I keep mixing them up. But, yeah, that sucks. I mean, you still got the same achievos, you got new content, and it's kind of like, not everyone can have full access to all the new things and whatnot. And they still have a lot of stuff that they want to fix, and a lot of updates. They want to make the game better, which is good. But it still doesn't give it longevity. Everything that they're looking to do in the game is like temporary fixes. So yeah, overall, when it comes to Destiny, it's just really disappointing for me. I'm like, I could stay away from that and I'll be fine. I'll play something else.
Yeah, no, I completely agree, and we've all seen it before, and it sucks, but hey, you can either buy it and support it, and they'll keep doing it, or you can not buy it, and, you know, I am one of the bad people. I did buy it. But
you always buy a lot of stuff Destiny anyway, so yeah.
In defense, I am a Mixer streamer, and you guys do want to see the newest content of stuff. So, most of the time, a lot of the games I bought, like for instance, I now own Rainbow Six Siege.
Yo, we can finally play that together. Yay!
Yes, I now own Rainbow Six Siege. So, which goes out to Chaotic Wolf, because even after I said not to, I just asked a simple question. And I said not to, and he did it anyways, but huge thank you to him. But anyways, so when it comes down to everything, you either support it or you don't. Destiny is definitely one that really needs to stop and think. I still think out of all the games that did DLC right, it all has to go back to Halo. Halo did it the best. People still play that game till, like, to this day. People still buy all the old games whenever they're on sale. Like, this game sells. People buy their little loot crate things that they have because no matter what, you can't even play to win for those. Like, unless your team unlocks it in that game mode, you ain't getting to use any of those cards. So you could spend all the money in the world on those cards, and you ain't getting it unless your team helps you unlock those stages in war and stuff like that. So they did it right. They did all of it right.
You could give someone a rec pack, which is really cool.
Yeah, you can give people packs and everything else like that. Like, Halo did it right. And I wish a lot of games would stop and look at Halo and just be like, wow, is it okay if we copy you? Can we? Can we?
It's like, I understand if like certain games want to do like season passes and stuff like that. But when you have season pass and rec packs or loot crates, it's like it's too much, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that somebody mentioned earlier like was it Battlefield? Was it when it was
Yes.
a premium pass?
Yeah.
Well, at least with that, it lets you play with your friends, right? So if I have the premium pass, I can still invite you and all my friends, and we'll play on the new maps. You just won't get XP on the new maps, but you can still experience it,
Oh,
right? So if you play all the new
that's
maps with me and you like it, then that's kind of like enticing you to say, oh, well, go ahead and buy it whenever you see it on sale, or if you want to buy it now, full price, whatever the case may be.
see now
But at
that's a
least
cool
you
feature.
guys can play together. So yeah, I like that.
That is a cool feature. That is actually kind of cool for them to do because it gives you the sense of obviously trying out the game to begin with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Where Destiny 2 isn't doing that. They're pretty much just like if you're in a group, you'll have this big red line that comes up and says somebody in your team does not have access. Like, wow, can you make it any obvious that people can't or don't have it? Kind of sucks.
I
But
think we killed Destiny. Just saying.
yeah,
We
yeah.
killed that topic.
I still like Destiny, but anyways, we'll move on, guys. I'm sure you guys don't want to hear just about that. Going into, as we were speaking earlier about PUBG and how there is new maps, they do have the whole new desert mode, which partners play in the test servers. You can watch it here on Mixer. There's a lot of people that have been playing it. And if you know anyone who is a partner with PUBG, you can probably even get into it with them.
Mm-hmm.
But did you guys actually know? This is more or less just a fun fact. Gears of War developers actually helped PUBG with their Xbox port.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about that, Fox?
I think that's freaking awesome. So yeah, the coalition actually helped them out, and I think that's really cool. I'm always hearing positive things when it comes to the coalition anyway, so this does not surprise me. I know that, since it's related to the game coming to Xbox and everything, I'm pretty sure Microsoft is like, hey, go over there and help them out, and they were like, sure. But like, it just seems like overall they're nice. They even like what's it called? Like did a tweet regarding the people losing their job over at Telltale, and they were like, "Hey, we're hiring," like that. So I think that's pretty cool. So it doesn't surprise me that they're helping out, and I feel like wow, PUBG is definitely getting the what's it called? Like first class treatment
That
because it's
is.
like their first party. It seems like their first party, but they're not,
Yeah.
So they get to have that, which is cool, and then they also have access to the Azure servers, which is another
Yep.
thing from Microsoft. So I just think it's awesome, and I'm looking forward to seeing. Well, I tried to look to see in the article and everything. It doesn't say like exactly what they did, what they helped them with,
Yeah,
but
just kind of. So here's a
it's
little
it's cool.
rundown of the article for you guys. As everybody knows, of course, the Players Unknown Battlegrounds is coming to Xbox exclusively. However, for now, that's the main just that
I
they're
like how they say
pointing out.
for now.
They do. They point that out, like, for now. But what was cool was the fact that the folks behind Gears of War also helped bring the game to Xbox One. Now, just the fact that this team decided to lend their hand out and help, that is absolutely amazing, because really, everyone knows Gears is a huge, huge franchise. And that's, like, to get help, I would be honored just to get help from them, regardless of what they're helping me with. I'd be like, damn, really? Like, I know PUBG is in their own little shine light right now because of the fact, like, they are one of the top played games on PC. Understandable.
Yeah, that's the new hotness.
Exactly. But to get help from a franchise that has been going for years and has become huge. Like, Gears is massive when it comes to the Xbox community, and to have help and say, hey, because, like, obviously it had to have some relevancy to even point out the fact that Gears went and helped them. Like, they could have nobody could have said nothing about this and just kept it to themselves. Nobody would have even known. But to give Gears credit and actually, like, Hopefully
Yeah.
that means that, you know, PUBG is actually grateful for what they did.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's pretty much like they're saying that PUBG is getting first-party white glove treatment from Microsoft. Like
There it is, first class.
First class, baby. You are first class in flight. Let's see what else you're gonna get. But it's awesome to see. But it's more or less not even just that, because really the developers of Gears could have been like, no, we're busy. Go ask one of your other. Well,
we got too many things we gotta fix the Dasher again. We can't.
Yeah, you know, well, we got stuff to do. But they have other they have other first party, like they have the Forza team, they have the Halo team, and they have the Gears team. So they do have these big, like they could have asked any of them, but it was Gears they went to. But I think that's because a lot of just recently Gears went over to PC. So Gears has the whole crossplay and all of that which, does that mean they're going to bring crossplay for PUBG, having the whole...
I don't know.
Because Gears did that, guys. We all know that Gears of War has crossplay between PC and Xbox, which is absolutely awesome. At least I think it's awesome, just because it does open up to friends. So if your friends aren't into Xbox but they have a PC, you can still play with them, and I think that is amazing. Which is kind of funny, because that's one of the things I kind of laughed about at the Gaming Awards last night, was like they kept showing that Nintendo Switch with Rocket League, and they kept showing the crossplay, and all you saw was like the Switch, the Xbox, the PC in this big nice lovely circle, like, oh yeah, we're together. But yet there was no PlayStation. And then they even pointed that out. That you know, they're like, when it was Fortnite actually made the joke about like, oh yeah, it's because we're for crossplay, you know, so we accidentally let it slip that there is actually some form of crossplay that could be done between Sony and Xbox. But I just thought it was funny. I was like, damn. But we'll talk more about that on the console corner, guys, because I don't want to ruin all of...
She already gave you a little sneak peek.
I did. We will be talking about that kind of stuff on the console corner on Tuesday. But back to the whole PUBG and Gears. I just think it's absolutely amazing, because they didn't have to. Even though Microsoft owns them, they still don't technically have to, because Gears can be like, yeah, you may own us, but you would also be nothing without us. So it is awesome to see. It's true though. It is true though. Like, Gears is a big foot in the Xbox, and you know how it's grown and stuff. So
I feel like if it wasn't for Microsoft buying them out, there wouldn't be Gears right now, to be honest. So
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, I'm just saying they kind of saved it from where it was. To be honest,
I think the development team would have kept going, and even if it would have meant
they were all spread out. They were all spread out, to be honest.
I'm just saying.
Like, okay, to be honest, okay, well, I know what you mean, and there could be a little bit of truth to both, right? They could just need each other, and if it wasn't, they wouldn't be successful, right? But I just think it's awesome that they did, that they're getting together with other developers and helping with different assets and stuff like that, and helping them port is really important. Because now I know that, like, if it wasn't for the coalition, then maybe we wouldn't be getting this game on the 12th, right? Maybe we would be getting it next year. So when you really think about it, it's awesome overall.
That's true. That is true. And it's like,
didn't the Sea of Thieves developer like want to fix the water in PUBG as well? Like,
I think so. I
don't even know if they're doing that, but that would be funny.
But it's cool. It's just nice to see an indie team like this get pulled under, you know, Microsoft's wing like this, even though, like they said, exclusive for now, even though it may not stay exclusively to Xbox, they're more about helping and getting a game to its full potential instead of worrying whose console it's going to stay on. And that is why I love being part of the Xbox team. I really do. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But, what else do we have going on here? So, of course, one fun thing. Ubisoft delays Far Cry 5.
Oh, that's not fun. What?
I'm not surprised though. That's why it's funny. To me, it's funny because really. So they're delaying Far Cry 5, The Crew 2, and a third unannounced game.
Mm-hmm.
Not
This
surprised.
is true.
This has been the generation of betas and delays. It really has. So the fact that Ubisoft is delaying these games, I'm not surprised. It's kind of sad because they hyped these games already. But I'm not surprised. I really wish game developers would really stop promoting your game if it's not actually going to come out around when you're going to say it is. Like, I still think that Bethesda does it best. Heck, even Nintendo did better with their whole, we're giving you this, it's coming out this, here it is. That's how it should be done. Bethesda did it with Fallout. Bethesda did it with Wolfenstein 2 and Evil Within 2. We knew nothing about them. We all kind of wanted them. We all had in the back of our heads, we want these sequels. We can't wait for these sequels. But they literally come out in spring and they're like, boom, here it is at E3. Here it is for Christmas. Play my games. That is how it should be done. Not like this whole big freaking 3 years, like, oh my god, here's my game. Here's my game. Oh, delayed. Surprise.
I still think it's I still think it's okay to like tease it and let people know that hey, this is gonna happen. Like what was it, Metroid 4 when they showed that. I think last night they showed Bayonetta 3. Like it's okay to say, hey, these games are gonna be worked on and they're in development. Same thing with Last of Us. Was it 2? So it's okay to show it, but don't give us a date if you know for sure, right? So like when Ubisoft told us South Park was coming out a whole bunch of times and it just didn't come out until recently.
Oh my god,
remember that?
That was annoying. Because they're like,
Yeah.
oh my god, guys, South Park is coming out October 2016. Guess what? You guys suck. You delayed it. Then they're like, oh my god, South Park is releasing March 2000. Yeah, I know the exact month that this game was supposed to be released because I literally had it pre-ordered the day they announced it. I was like, I've been waiting for this game. And they were like, March 2017. Then guess what? It was delayed again. I was like, are you kidding me? And Far Cry 5 actually has the release date of March 27th, 2018. So
they delayed it. Okay. So when it comes to Far Cry, right? So they delayed it by a month, right? Because it was coming out in February and that was coming out in March. Yes. So that's not that bad, right? So my first thing that popped into my head. What?
Are we sure that this is where my issue comes in?
We're not sure. This might get delayed again, but
that's my point.
But supposedly this is the new date. This is it, right? So I was thinking, well, maybe if this is such a short jump and such a short delay, maybe they're just taking out loot crates and boxes because of all the bad feedback.
They're like, oh damn, we're gonna get screwed over if we release it with this. Hold on, hold it a month or two.
So I was thinking that.
Oh my god.
And I was like, I told Luca about it yesterday, and she was like, oh shit, like she said the same thing. So I was like, maybe that's because, like, and plus, people are really interested in Far Cry. It would be a damn shame if it gets held back because of the boxes. Because so far, people are really intrigued in that weird story that they're going with, right? So I think, like, that's gonna be it. They're just, like, taking things out, tweaking it, and whatnot.
Yeah, like,
when it comes to the crew and everything else, I don't know about those other games. That's they're like delayed indefinitely, to be honest.
I was like, wait a minute, because, like, so, yes, okay, guys, sorry. I made it a bigger fuss than what it, okay. So, the game was supposed to release February 27th, 2018, but it's being delayed until March 27th, 2018, so it is only a month. But it was kind of just one of those things that we've seen before, just because they delay it once.
No, but you're right. Like,
it gets delayed again.
The fact that they just announced 3 delays in a row, like, you're right.
Yeah.
You're justified for the way that you're feeling, and the fact that this has been happening a lot. But, I mean, the Far Cry, it's not that bad. The Crew has been delayed until like 2018 or 2019. They don't even know. So that's pretty bad. And then the other third game, it's like, why are we even hearing about a third game if we don't even know what it is? But yet that one's coming out in 2019 or 2020.
Well,
it's like, what?
Yeah, because see, like, they're giving The Crew 2 the release date of March 16th, 2018. Now, is that the...
No, that's the old one.
That's
the old date.
Yeah, that is the old date. Okay, so there you guys go. So it's almost like what they did was Far Cry 5 pretty much took over their March release date.
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess could understand why they are delaying The Crew 2. Though The Crew 2 was actually supposed to release this fall. That was actually one, like, when they first announced it, they did give it a holiday release kind of thing. But I guess it was moved to March, and then now it's being delayed again. So, it's just, I'm just saying, it's constantly being delayed in games this generation. We see it.
Yeah, that sucks.
Uncharted 4 was delayed a few times. I won't even count how many times.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves.
Cracked out.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, it's pretty disappointing. Pretty disappointing.
A lot of games that they keep saying. So, developers, please, chances are you're probably not listening to this, but if by some big chance that you are, please stop putting release dates on games. Even if it's like the slightest little tiny itch in the back of your head thinking, I don't think this game is completely, utterly ready, don't give it a release date. Please. That's all I ask.
Mm-hmm.
But chances are they're not going to listen, obviously, and they're just going to keep doing what they're doing, and people are just going to keep getting annoyed. Because frankly, when they keep delaying all these games like this, I don't even care to play them. Because I'm just kind of like, meh, whatever. Like Sea of Thieves, I was so hyped for. But now it's kind of like, it's coming out in March,
down a little
isn't
bit.
it? Isn't that another game that's like, what the heck is with
Yep.
the freaking March releases, people? Like, seriously.
They just said that last night, which is cool, but in a way it's kind of like...
Is it really?
My hype for that game did die down a little bit, and that's on them. That's on them.
But is it really? It was
I don't know,
supposed to come out last March.
I don't know, unless I have a case in my hand, I don't know anymore.
I know, that's my biggest thing. Unless I see it posted that the game has gone gold on Twitter, yeah, I'm sorry. I am not going to listen.
I thought you were gonna say, unless I see it downloading on my system, I won't believe it.
Well, no, because you can download a pre-ordered game. You can still download because it's just a holder. So
yep, you're right.
A game can still get delayed. What was it? No, it wasn't Titanfall 2 that did it. There was a game we had last year that we downloaded because it was pre-order, and it got delayed, and the download just sat there. So
it wasn't South Park? It was something else?
No, I don't think it was South Park. No, because I had South Park. I actually had so this is one thing that really irks me about South Park. I love their game. I had the collector's edition with the Coon car actually like pre-ordered. I had the collector's edition because we were all good on money and everything else like that. I'm like, oh my god, I can get it. And then they delayed it. And then I'm like, oh god, this is not going to be good. And then they delayed it again. And then it got to the point where we had the new systems and stuff coming out. And we had like a whole bunch of other bills. And then of course a whole bunch of other games released this year just along the same time as South Park. So guess what? Do you think I got my collector's edition? No.
I doubt it.
No, I had to cancel it. I had to cancel it and get the regular version because it took too long. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I was not happy.
I went through that with Sonic Mania where it was kind of like it was delayed like 3 or 4 times, and I still had my pre-order on Amazon with the collector's edition late. Just waiting, just sitting there waiting. So that was a little annoying, of course. But I don't... Okay, so yeah, when it comes to these delays, I don't understand why we even have a third game in there. Like, oh, and a third game that we don't know what it is. It's like, why do I care? To be honest, why do I care what that other
We've delayed
game is?
An unannounced game.
Exactly. Like, why do I care? Okay, sure. That's that was kind of weird. But they did say so they want to. Okay, so they delayed it because they want to create more engaging content and treat it as good as Assassin's Creed. Like, so they want to give it that same treatment where they took their time, they waited, and they added a lot of stuff to it. But to be honest, since it is a short release, from February to March, I feel like they're just taking out microtransactions and loot boxes, to be honest.
Hope so.
Yeah.
We will find out. Come March, we'll find out if they turn around and delay it again. You're gonna see me rant and roar, so be ready, guys, because kind of like... Sorry, I'm mixing my drink here. Today's stream is brought to you by Evil Energy. Oh, no. I was, I was mixing my drink, so I was like... yeah, anyways.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sponsor.
Yeah, it's a shameless plug. Check it out. Anyways, okay, so jumping into a game that actually has kind of been doing pretty good with their whole announcements and release times and all that fun stuff. As much as I was mad at them for ripping off PUBG, I'm sure you guys are all starting to guess what game we're going to be talking about. I was annoyed, but they have actually been giving what they've been promising. And they're doing it free. First off, alright, so Fortnite Battle Royale has got an update. So, yes, and of course they made that funny announcement about like the whole crossplay. And I just have to give them kudos for that, because that was just funny. I laughed when I like heard him talking about that. When they're like, oh, so did you mean to let that slip? And they're like, oh, we're just saying we approve crossplay. You know, check it out. No.
Yeah, and he said some platforms, you know, just don't have that. Yeah. So we know who you're talking about, bro. We know.
I loved it. I was like, damn. But so Fortnite Battle Royale has actually released a new mode, which I'm gonna have to check out because this seems interesting. It's actually 50 versus 50 players. Now that is pretty insane. So, but my question is, does that mean you can actually have, like, if you have, like, 50 people, like, so, for instance, how I'm a mixer streamer, does that mean I can take 50 people that are watching me and actually have them all in the same team?
I don't even know. I don't think they're going to have big enough lobbies for that. That's kind of weird.
Doesn't it make you wonder, though?
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. But I know that maybe your friends could join, like, your current game.
Yeah, maybe they can join
yeah,
on you.
I guess.
And hope
but I don't
that
know
it
if
doesn't
the lobbies...
Because I would think that'd fill up pretty quick.
Yeah, I have no idea how the lobbies look, to be honest.
They get 100 no problem, so... no 4-person squad, so you can still only have 4. Okay.
Okay, so that means you pick up 4, but yet you're still going to be playing
with a whole
other people. Yeah, you're still going to have a giant team behind you, which is not bad.
So you could still get lucky if someone tries to join off you as you enter into the game. You never know. There could still be that chance. Just because of the fact, could you imagine a 50-person party chat?
Whoa, nope. No thank you. I don't want a headache. The heck?
Hey, I'm just saying, we have games like Battlefront, or Battlefield, that actually has like the huge teams where you can have all those many people join on you. I'm just saying. Yeah. You can have it. So.
You're right, and that also has 4-player squad teams and stuff within those giant matches, but I wouldn't want that many people talking to me at the same time.
Well, no, but you can, like, actually jump around to eat. Like, you can switch your squads and stuff like that, which is really neat.
That's actually... Yeah, that's awesome.
So, you know, I'm just saying. I just think it's kind of cool. And it's a neat idea. The reason why I'm actually giving Fortnite kudos is because they're giving updates for free. This is free to everybody. And the only thing you have to pay for is their base game, which is obviously their zombie mode, which was kind of the smartest thing for them to do because people love zombie modes. They do. They love zombie modes. And they actually turn around and was like, oh, hey, guess what? we're gonna give you guys where you have to pay $30 for zombie modes to play zombie with your friends, but we'll give you all the multiplayer stuff content free. That was an awesome idea of how to do it. In my personal opinion, I think it was great how they did it. And the fact that they're doing all these updates and adding more modes like this, like 50 versus 50, that is awesome for them to do. Now, yes, I'm still mad that they copied PUBG, but in the aspect of it, it is still interesting how they're doing it. And I think it's, you know, it's really cool to see them do. And I'm going to be checking it out. That's for sure.
Yeah, it looks like a fun time. I saw the trailer and it's just, you know, it's so like them to do like a video like that. Yeah, it just looks fun. Also, wow, I lost my train of thought. Not even gonna lie.
Nice. Very good.
Yeah, but it looks fun, and yes, I agree with you. I like that they're still bringing out content, right? So this is like a third different mode, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you got the Battle Royale, which you can play like PUBG. You got that zombie mode that you talked about, which you have to pay for. And then now you have this. It's like, wow, they keep dropping content after content. I mean, obviously, they still got to work on the, you know, fixing whether it be their servers or the lag and all that stuff. But that's small things. Yeah, that's small things, especially to someone who just downloaded the free one and then just wants to enjoy that. Also, you told me that they released this new mode last night. I was like, wow, already? I thought it was going to come out like in a week, maybe in a month.
That's the other nice thing. But
it's already out.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the other nice thing is they don't talk about a content unless it's ready to release.
Mm-hmm.
That is one of the best things that Fortnite and their development team has done is they do not talk about content unless it's ready to release. And that is what needs to be done because then people aren't expecting and waiting and then kind of just push it off and stop thinking about it because they've waited so long for it. So I was happy to hear that. I was happy to hear that. And they are working on maps. Yeah, they are working on, you know, they're working on all the bugs. There was actually an update recently that fixed a whole lot of stuff. You can go online and find articles that will actually tell you. I'm not going to read it because it's a really, really long fix thing that they did. So, but go check it out.
Try patch notes.
Yeah. So go check it out. It is actually pretty cool. But we are going to jump into, we actually have two games that we're going to talk to you guys about today. And one of them being, so I got a cool little package. I don't know if I'm actually supposed to say I got a cool little package, but.
Oh, too late.
No NDA on it, so. Well, actually, I guess not, because I'm going to be wearing the t-shirt and the little guy, like, I'm going to have him on cam with me. From the Xbox team, I actually got Hello Neighbor. This game actually seems pretty interesting. Hello Neighbor is a stealth horror game about sneaking into your neighbor's house and figuring out what he's hiding in the basement. Play against an adventured AI that learns from your actions.
Oop, that's not good.
Yeah. So, what's kind of interesting about this, though, is I was watching this streamed earlier today, and it seems like you're already in the basement, and you're trying to actually get out of his house. You're trying to actually, because he has, like, this huge fence that's built around. It's like you're trying to get out. So, I am a little confused on how you're trying to find out what's in the basement when you actually start and you leave the basement. If that makes any sense. So, I was a little confused.
Well, maybe it's just you jumped in halfway through someone's gameplay, but the one that I saw, it was like your character getting into the house and sneaking around while he's coming home and all that stuff, and then eventually you get deeper and deeper down.
Oh,
but I think
maybe
after that, then you're just trying to get out. So after the fact, you know? Either way, you're trying not to get caught. You're trying not to get grabbed by him. You don't want him to know that you're there, you know? Yeah. So, creepy. What the heck?
It's kind of a creepy game. He's like, he seems creepy. He kind of like comes out of nowhere. He's got like he's got like a shark in the basement. I think it's in the basement. It's like in this spot anyways that like you have to try to empty water and there's like a shark and stuff. I'm hoping to actually play this. This may actually be the game I play on Monday. Just because, well, it seems interesting. And there is a really cool feature that Mixer has where there's an interactive board. I saw xLady playing, like using it. I really hope that it's kind of for all partners or all streamers to be able to use it. I'm gonna ask xLady to find out. But people were actually able to notify the neighbor when you were doing something. They were able to pay with their Sparks to click on it to notify him. So that, like, when you're trying to do something, he would come after you because, like, somebody notified him that you were there.
That's messed up, man. I wouldn't want my... I wouldn't want followers and subscribers to do me dirty like that.
I would. It would be funny because, like, it just puts so much more intensity into the game. This game did release today. It actually, you can get it only on Xbox One. Well, Xbox, because obviously there's the S and the X. But you can get it on Xbox and you can get it on Steam. It is $29.99 for price-wise and stuff like that. It does seem really interesting, though. Like, it definitely seems like kind of one of those games that are really intense and you're kind of like... I've seen a lot of people die. Like, well, get caught, not die. You don't really die, but...
yeah, you just get grabbed.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people get caught in this game. Like, a lot. And people were trying to figure every which way to get out and everything. Like, I was watching xLady's stream this morning while I was getting ready, and I was just like, what? This is crazy. What is going on here? So, it looks cool, which is even more funny because my 6-year-old was talking to me about this game, and I thought it was like some game on Roblox that he was talking about, and I was like, what? So, he's probably gonna be jealous.
He knew what was up before you knew. He was like, hey,
Yeah.
this is creepy game, Mom. I know you love it, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think of the art style? Because, well, the first time I saw this game at E3, they showed it as part of the little montage clips from the indies, and I saw the gameplay, like the style, the art style, and I was like, oh, that looks cute. Like, I like the style. But then that dude started coming after you, and I was like, what the heck? I didn't expect that, right? Because over here, I'm thinking all scary games are like dark and gloomy and whatnot.
I know, the textures.
Yeah, this game is not like that. You know, it has a lot of colors and stuff.
So this game, it has that whole cartoony... Honestly, Fortnite. Fortnite is a perfect game to actually, for anyone who knows the graphics and stuff on Fortnite, this game has that same kind of texture feel. Like, it has like, you know what is really good to compare this to? Think of games that Tim Burton has made.
Oh.
Think of
movies?
Yes, like
Tim Burton movies?
Yeah, sorry, Tim Burton. He doesn't make games. Well, no, maybe he has made a game. But well,
he should make a game.
He should
but anyway,
make a game.
yeah.
I would buy that game. Tim Burton, you're not listening, but could you make a game? I would love to. Oh my god.
We're tweeting him after the show.
We are tweeting him. Let's go, guys. He's gotta make a game. But Tim Burton, okay, like if you know his style, like Nightmare Before Christmas, The Corpse's Bride, all that. That is this kind of feel to me. It has that childlike, colorful graphics where it's more like a 3D paint than your standard flat realistic images, and I find that this has that exact feel, but it's creepy. It has that real creepy sense to it that you're like, oh my god, what am I getting myself into? Which is where Tim Burton comes in perfectly to, like, that is honestly where I would think of this from. This was actually developed by Dynamic Pixels. And of course it was published by Tiny Build. So let me throw that out as well.
Tiny Build.
That's
so cute. Tiny Build.
How are you, Tiny Build? But yeah.
Yeah, but like, it's a very colorful, bright game, but yet it's creepy, and it's like, you gotta run and survive and not let him see you, and it's kind of like, oh shoot, I don't know if I want that. But pretty interesting. It's funny because you bring up like Tim Burton and stuff, and I'm like, I love his movies.
I love his movies too, but that's what makes me think of this, is like his art style.
Maybe if it was a little bit more gothic, but yeah.
Yeah, I guess it was if it was a little more dark and gloomy, but he still has done. I think one of his newest games was like Box Trolls or something. Wasn't that one of his newest things? Box Trolls.
I don't know. I haven't seen his movies in a minute, but I've seen the older ones for sure.
I gotta see this now. Hold on.
Nope, she's looking up Tim Burton's IMDb.
I am.
But yeah, Corpse Bride, Nightmare Before Christmas. Well, he did the Batman movies. That was awesome.
Yeah.
And Nine. I think he did a movie called Nine.
That was a good movie.
Mm-hmm. It's on Netflix. But I can't think of other stuff right now. Oh yeah, he did Alice, the movie Alice.
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland.
He did, and their newest one. But okay, so anyways, this isn't obviously a movie.
So yeah, cool game. Check it out. Came out today.
It did. It released today, so make sure you guys go and check it out. It is definitely an interesting looking game, and I'm hoping to actually be streaming it. And I'll show the little stuffy, and stuff like that. So, all right. So the next game, you guys actually did see me stream. Fox was actually one of the ones that was like, "Hey, you need to check this out." So I did, and I was able to get a code for it. And of course, what is this game? This is Sona. It is a science fiction survival horror video game. Me and my horror games. I love my horror games. I really do.
Yep.
I will play any developers. I will play any horror games that you guys throw at me. I love horror games. This game was developed and published by Fictional Games for Microsoft, PlayStation 4, and Xbox. So this game, so this game really reminds me a lot of like Alien Isolation meets. I think GKB said it best. He said it was like Alien Isolation and BioShock. I think it's the game he compared it to is BioShock. I think it was BioShock, he said. But it definitely, like...
I don't think... Well, maybe, but from what I've seen, because I only watched a stream of it a long time ago when it came out on PC, and I think it was going to be available for PlayStation around that time, but it kind of creeped me out, so it was kind of like, yeah, Alien Isolation, a little bit of Dead Space, because everything is kind of like deserted and stuff, and there's like a dude and whatever that you're trying to get away from. But I don't know, it's really creepy, and I don't know if I would compare it to BioShock, because in BioShock you could have like
that
your
might not
power
be the game. That might not have been the
and
game
your
he compared.
gun.
He said two games, and I thought it was BioShock, but maybe not. It did actually release in September 22nd, 2015 on PlayStation 4 and on Steam, but then released just last week on Xbox One, which was kind of funny because they also released for the very first time the safe mode, which this mode allows you to go through and literally you cannot die. This is a full-out crap gamer mode. As Fox pointed out, I think you were on my stream when you pointed that out, didn't you?
I think I said it on Console Corner.
Oh, yes, maybe it was Console Corner.
No, because I was going to watch your stream and then you were downloading it and
right.
you were
so
playing
it was Console Corner.
COD. Yeah, you were playing COD in the
playing.
meantime.
Yeah, you asked what I was playing, or we talked about what we were playing, and I said Sona. And so yeah, it has a safe mode where you can't die. You can literally just run around and get everything you want to do, play the game without having to worry about dying in the creatures. I did not play that mode. I did play it on normal. Anybody can go watch because I died, I think, like 2 or 3 times. The monster did find me. But
got grabbed, girl.
Yeah, it's definitely, but it for sure has the whole, for anyone who's played Alien Isolation, it is the best game to compare it to, but this is all more futuristic and I guess like creepy. Well, Alien Isolation is creepy too, though. So,
yeah,
it is an Alien Isolation kind of meets robots instead of aliens.
Though, what'd you think of the like the way that you heal? You gotta put your hand in the thing.
You know, okay, it tells you not to touch the stuff, so why are
Yeah,
you
I know.
touching it? But that's how you heal.
Because you need it, but then you get addicted to it.
It's so weird. And which is kind of weird. Like, if I can touch the blue orby things to heal, then why are the monsters coming after me in the first place? Shouldn't I have some form of, like, sense that the orb things approve of me touching them? So why would the aliens or the robots not, like, want me around? I was like, wait a minute.
Because
Doesn't that beat
because
the
it's a
whole
different
purpose?
entity of it. That's
No,
why.
it's not.
And it's
It's
kind of
all the
like,
same thing.
well, but it's like a different form of it, obviously. So there's like two
Yes.
entities, but like it's kind of like when, in movies, whatever, when they're like, well, you have a part of it, so you're as strong as it, but like, it's still bad and you can still defeat it now that you have its power, or something like that. But yeah, I thought that part was creepy that you have to put your hand in there. I was like, what the heck is this?
Yeah, I was like,
It
why
looks
am I
it looks weird.
touching this? Yeah.
Looks pretty weird.
Then I like had a robot screaming. I was like, I switched this. I turned this one switch on, and this thing went crazy and started screaming, and I felt so bad. I was like,
I remember that.
Oh my god!
Yep,
I felt so
he was
bad.
dying.
He was. He's
dying.
like, oh my
Yeah.
god, turn it off. It hurts. It hurts. I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my
that was-
god, really?
Aw.
What did I just do?
Yeah.
I was like, was I not?
Do you still have the VOD for that?
Yeah, the VOD.
Oh, you
should
should
be
put it on
down.
YouTube or something.
Yeah,
That would be cool.
I'll upload it on YouTube. Where is it?
I want to check it out because I really wanted to see you play this game, and yet since you were downloading it and playing COD, and I hadn't slept the previous night, I actually fell asleep. So I couldn't even watch you play the game I wanted you to play.
And I know. I
So that
was
kinda
like,
sucked.
wait a minute, where are you? And then you were like,
I got
sleeping.
knocked
was like,
out.
Wow. But yeah,
Actually, I woke up when you were saying bye. I was like, really? Oh, okay, this is fine.
That was Fortnite. It must have been this one. 3 days ago, I believe I played it.
Yeah.
I've
Gotta
kinda
edit
had-
the Call of Duty.
Yeah. Well, no. See, what I did was I played Call of Duty and then I stopped the stream, restarted the stream. Yeah, so you'll see two different vlogs for that day.
Awesome.
3 days ago there will be two. There will be two of them because I stopped streaming and then I started streaming again. So that way, it would be separate. So like you'd actually. Because, like, when I do review, like, when I get the codes like this, I have to send them my footage to show them that, obviously you want proof, or that they want proof that, you've actually playing their game, that they're giving you codes too. So, yeah, I did that just for them so they didn't have to see Call of Duty for the first, like, 2 hours, because kind of sucked. The game was supposed to download, but the whole auto download thing didn't work for me, and I had to sit there and download it. And then my download speed was, like, absolutely horrible that day. Yeah, it was just bad. It was bad.
Mhm.
But overall, it is.
But you liked it?
Awesome game. I did. I'm going to end up playing it again. I'm going to be trying to obviously get a bit farther, see what I can do. I'll probably stream it next week at some point in time, probably Thursday, because I have to figure out my scheduling with PUBG releasing. And of course, we want to check out the new Fortnite, and we want to check out, like, there's a lot of games, guys. This holiday was awesome for games, so there's a lot to do, there's a lot to play, there's a lot to check out, no matter what your style was. So, that is very cool. And like I said, guys, make sure you guys check out Sona. It is on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and Steam. So.
Yeah. Creepy ass game.
It was. It really was. It really was. But now we're going to move on to one of my favorite times of the stream, and that is the gaming list challenge. This is where we go through, and usually Fox ends up finding a list that we see if we agree with or not, because with the internet and social media, a lot of them like to make these lists up and determine whether or not these games are suitable in these lists. So for instance, worst covers of the generation, 5 games you shouldn't play alone. This week we actually have top 10 canceled games you would have loved. I bet you I know one game that is going to be on this list that
Yeah.
I am still mad.
Hey.
Mad.
Spoilers. But yeah, I picked it because of that reason, to be honest. Like, that was the main thing that stuck out to me. But there's a lot of other...
This is awesome. I liked it.
Yeah, there's a lot of games in there that I was like, wow, imagine if that would have not got canceled, right? Like,
yeah, and there
what do you
may
think?
actually be some games on this list that maybe you guys didn't actually know were coming, but then got canceled. So, Fox, take it away.
All right, so the first one that stuck out to me, I think this was like number 9 on their list, was Alan Wake 2. I was like, whoa. Yeah, so they actually started
Oh, sorry.
What?
Sorry, go on.
No, it's okay. I didn't know they started like process on this and like logistics and whatnot, and it didn't work out. So then they took those assets and they did Alan Wake American Nightmare, which was the arcade version. But they actually started working on part 2. But something happened between them and Microsoft that didn't work out. So I didn't know that. I thought there was just like, oh, they did the first one and then they did the arcade and that's it. So I thought that was pretty interesting.
I was like, because a lot of people wanted Alan Wake 2, and then we heard that Quantum Break was coming, and then we're like, oh, what? And then to find out that they actually were in process of creating Alan Wake 2, it's kind of disappointing, because it's kind of like, damn, wait, what? Why
Yeah,
don't you just continue?
Maybe Microsoft didn't like the story in the game, or where like the way that they were changing things from the first one, or maybe they didn't want to do it because they were like, well, the first one didn't make that much money, that much hype.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they were like, nah, we're good. So then they took those assets and they made the arcade version. So I thought that was interesting, and I would have liked an Alan Wake 2. And I do remember us talking a lot about this when Quantum Break came out, and a lot of people were doing polls, and they were just like bringing it up, like, would you rather have an Alan Wake 2 or just play this Quantum Break? And then after Quantum Break came out, people were still comparing it. Like, do you want an Alan Wake 2 or a Quantum Break 2? I was just kind of like, oh my god. Anyway, I really enjoyed the first one, and I don't hardly play games like that, so it was really interesting for me. And
yes,
I would like it still to this day.
Yeah, and there was actually a lot of like teasers and Easter eggs for Alan Wake in Quantum Break. Like Scrotum said, there was actually a lot. Yes. But then it never came.
That was awesome.
Kind of just became a no, sorry, too bad.
They can still do it in the future. I mean, hopefully soon.
We hope.
But yeah, that's one. That was, I think, my favorite so far. But that was that. So I started on a high note.
You did. But of course, everyone knows my pick from this list is going to be Scalebound.
Which is number 4.
Which was number 4
surprise,
on this list.
Surprise.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was kind of like How to Train Your Dragon. You got to play as Drew, who had a dragon, and you got to actually like run through an RPG style game.
Yep.
And they took it away. I was so mad. I was like, oh my god. But it's because Platinum Games decided to cheap out Microsoft after everything Microsoft did for them, which was very disappointing. Very disappointing. The game was supposed to actually release in 2016. Then it got pushed back a year, and then they were just like, no, goodbye, it's canceled. I was so mad. I wanted to kick Platinum Games. Like, I literally wanted to go there with my purse or a leather glove and just smack them. Because, seriously, you were given this amazing opportunity, and all you did was screw up. I was mad. I was really mad. Like, really mad. And I liked Platinum Games.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really disappointing.
It was.
So, I understand completely why this game is on the list. I know so many people that are looking forward to it. I was willing to check it out, and I don't even like RPG games. And it was really cool because they even had a co-op, and you could have your friends, and they all had different dragons and whatnot. So,
you could
customize
your awesome dragon. Like, who doesn't want to freaking have a dragon? There's no games like that where you can actually like play as yourself. Like the only thing I didn't like was I figured they would have actually allowed you to create your own character. Like they had so much customization for the dragon that you figure they would have done that for your main character instead of just making the base character of Drew. Like I was a little confused about that aspect. Like how come you took all your aspect into putting like your dragon, but you couldn't do it into your own customized character? That was the only thing that kind of confused me in the whole thing of it. But whatever. I was willing to let it go, but no, you took away my game. So
yeah, and it was really odd because we heard the magic word, right, and that was delayed. So everybody was doing that at the time. So I thought, oh well, this is fine. They're just gonna keep getting delayed, but eventually it'll come out, right? And we saw gameplay, we saw interviews, and I was like, oh yeah, this is legit. This is happening. And then it just died. Like what? That was really, really that was really surprising. I didn't expect that. It looked like it was so far in.
It did.
And yeah, it's like nope.
But I guess apparently they were all just fun trailers instead of actually game completed. Again, I will never forgive Platinum Games for taking advantage of Xbox and the money that they provided into Scalebound just to screw them over. Though Microsoft should have been watching them a little bit better. If I would have been part of the Microsoft team, I would have turned around and been like right up their butts nonstop. Like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Because it was a very hyped game. Like, this game, just from the trailers that they did, and they even did a whole entire 1 month into the development of this game. Like, it was every day a new episode came out of into, you know, the development of Scalebound. There was so much into this game. And
yeah.
Then Platinum just screwed out. Oh my god, I was just so mad. I could rant about this in a whole entire it could be its own podcast. Really
yes, this is true. So yeah, it's very disappointing. I understand. I agree with this one so far, and I agree with Alan Wake as well. Yep. So those two, I think we would have loved. So yeah, another one on this list. I don't know. I don't think it should be on here, but whatever. Fallout Online. That one was 7 on the list, and I thought that was kind of weird because a lot of people love these games, and it's like first, what's it called? So, single player experience, story-wise and stuff. I thought it was kind of weird that they were trying to do some online thing with the Fallout when it's kind of like you're the only survivor and everything is messed up, right? And well, not the only survivor, but you're the survivor in the what's it called? In the bunker or whatever.
Yeah. And
then you come out and you see other people and stuff like that, obviously, and some of them are infected or whatever.
It was supposed to be like a MMO.
Yeah. But this is the thing. This is the thing that grabs me. I was like, you remember they did this for Elder Scrolls Online, and that game has like so much hate. I mean, yeah, there's some people that love it, but yeah, there's like hate behind that one as well.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I don't know if people would have loved it, depending if you would have done it right.
Yeah.
Maybe.
True.
But even then, I don't know. Like, I saw some, like, footage or whatever on that. And I was kind of like, eh.
But this game...
It's kind of odd.
Just for everyone's knowledge, this game didn't get canceled because of problems with the game. It actually got canceled because of legal disputes between Interplay and Bethesda. So, there was actually more to this one than why it didn't actually come out. So...
Yeah.
This one wasn't really just because it didn't happen. It was because there was actually legal issues that were going on between certain people.
Yeah. Which, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good one on the list. Like, in my opinion, I don't know if that would have been
I don't
well received, unless it was done right.
For anybody new watching, we are doing the weekly game list challenge where we discuss a list of video games that was brought together by a social media aspect, and they give a topic, they put games in a list, and for this week we're doing top 10 canceled games that you would have loved. So, I may have to like add this thing to the channel so it says like we're talking about this at this particular time so people know, but we'll work on that kind of stuff.
It's understandable.
Yeah.
But yeah, since you mentioned the whole legal dispute and all that stuff, that reminds me of another one on the list, which was GoldenEye 007, which was being developed for the Xbox. I think it was just like an arcade game, I believe it
Yeah, it
was.
was an Xbox Live remake.
Yeah.
Was from
So they were
the
gonna remake.
Nintendo 64.
Yeah. So I mean, everybody loves that game. Everybody played that game. I've tried it. I didn't play it as much as like my cousins and them, but it was like a first-person shooter. It was really fun, and it was really cool. And they were going to redo it for the Xbox, and well, that also had, the whole Nintendo and the whole legal dispute and all that stuff. And I think
Yeah.
the rights to
Yeah, copyrights
like the
dispute
movie,
killed the game.
yeah. So that was kind of like, damn, that didn't work out. And I know a lot of people that love that, and they still think of it as a big part of their childhood and stuff like that. So that I think that belongs on there for sure. I think people would have loved that.
Yeah. All right, so this one was number 2 on the list, and I really, really, really think everybody was freaking out. I even wanted to play this, and they even gave you a little taste of the game, which I think made it that much more worse. And come on, people. I can just say this name, and you'll know exactly what game I'm talking about, and that is Norman Reedus. Hello, handsome. I love Norman Reedus. I really do. He's like, I love him in The Walking Dead. But the game we are talking about, of course, is Silent Hills. Oh my god, this game looked amazing just from the teaser. It was on PlayStation 4, and everybody was like, a lot of people got to play PT, which was the demo of this game. Some people even still have it on their PlayStations.
Yep.
And they actually sell those PlayStations for like so much money. They do. Like, they literally keep that game downloaded with an account attached to it, and then they they sell it. It's insane what they do.
Yeah,
But
I don't know any other way for you to get that, to be honest. So yeah.
yeah, no, that's the only way, is if you already had it pre-downloaded. Like, that is insane. But it was canceled because of the whole breakup between developers and all that. So it did, kind of crush the dream. I love horror games. Everyone knows I love horror games. And oh my god, like, this would have been so cool. And to have, to get to play Norman Reedus,
Scrotum.
oh my god. Yeah, I fell asleep during PT. I bet. But I was like, damn. But then, now they're doing this new game, and I was watching the trailer for it on the Gaming Awards, and I was like, what the heck is this even about? At least they gave him clothes this time. The first trailer we saw, he didn't even have any clothes on. I was
Were you complaining though? I mean, oh, okay. Oh, okay. I know the answer.
Anyways, regardless though, it's kind of one of those things. This game really doesn't make a whole lot of sense of what the heck they're doing now. But whatever. There's some weird
Silent
baby
Hill
that was down his throat. I don't know. It was weird.
Anyway, you went off into your own thing.
I did, but so yeah, Silent Hill.
Definitely.
I do think it deserves to be on this list. It was a very anticipated game, and people got to play it. They got to actually get a feel for it, and then it was just taken away. So it
and it's a beloved series. To a lot of the horror game fans out there, they really love Silent Hill.
Movies,
I mean, I remember watching my brother trying, because he didn't finish, trying to play one of the first ones that came out on the PlayStation 1, and that thing was super creepy, super scary. I think they gotten less scarier throughout the years, but when it came to this game, super, super scary.
Yeah.
It was horrifying. And I think the only one that has taken that title or that shine away was Resident Evil 7. But I know a lot of people that were really looking forward to this. So yeah, definitely agree that it should be on the list, even though I ain't touching that.
That is true. Yeah. That is true.
All right. The next game. Oh, you want to say anything else?
No. Say another one, and then I'll say what I have to say.
The next one on here, I know a lot of people that were looking forward to this game also, and that's the Star Wars 1313, which was a full-on story-based game, and it was supposed to be like a third person kind of adventure thing. It looked really cool because I remember seeing trailers and stuff about it. I don't know if it was a trailer or like just a gameplay thing of it. But I know a lot of people that are really looking forward to that. And it got canceled because, well, that's around the time that was right before like Disney bought Star Wars or LucasArts or that whole thing, and then they gave all their games over to EA and stuff like that. So this game got canceled. But a lot of people were hoping that it would still come to fruition, but it's just not canon. Like the storyline that was going on in that game was not canon. And I would really like to see more about it because the gameplay looked awesome. I had no idea what the story was about though.
Mm-hmm. I did Star Wars, so it's over my head. So
It's Star Wars, but if you guys know Star Wars 1313, then yes, that should have came out. I know a lot of people that would have loved that. So yes, definitely should have been on this list.
I'm impressed. Fable Legends isn't on this list.
Ouch. I kind of forgot about that. But maybe they didn't think people would love it because it was different than the other Fables.
I actually know quite a few people who were actually in the beta testing for this game and actually really did enjoy this game. Like, even if it had the Fable name, it had so much of a different aspect, and I think it actually would have done really good. They should have put it into the game preview to allow people to try it. Because Fable Legends, the thing about it was it had a campaign, and oh my god, I got to fight werewolves.
Oh,
Like,
shoot.
there were
I didn't know that.
werewolves. Yeah. They actually had, like, the campaign was huge, first off. And there was, like, the main character, she was gorgeous. Like, she was this giant, like, rose-looking, like, horror character who, like, kidnapped the king and stuff like that, which was really cool. I really wish I, like, I had all these videos for it, and I, like, deleted them, because I was like, oh, the game's gonna come out anyways, and it's not like I was allowed to post them. But then it, like, got canceled, and I was like, damn, I could have actually released, like, all the gameplay I had from this game.
Damn, that would have been cool.
But then they also had, like, the multiplayer mode, which was so much different than any other game that has come out when it comes to multiplayer. You were able to have 4 friends in the world, and then you would have one friend who would be literally the villain, and he watched. So when you were the villain, you literally got to watch the whole entire map. You had the map given in front of you, and you were able to watch your 4 friends try to run through, and you were able to drop enemies on them. As they were trying to do things, you were able to actually, like, build and, like, make it so much harder for them to succeed. But then when you played as, like, the heroes and you were actually in the map, you wouldn't even have noticed. You can look up and you can see the villain in the sky. Because, like, he was, like, this huge character.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And you, like, it's literally, like, one of those movies where, like, it's a child looking over, like, their dollhouse or whatever. It was kind of like that. It was really interesting. And, oh my god, I actually really loved
It's
Fable
like a
Legends.
puppeteer, right? Like
Yes.
somebody's controlling you. Like I don't know. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, they didn't control you, though. Like, you were able to go and, like, you did your
No,
own
your
thing.
surroundings.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, like, the world looked like just, like, a normal multiplayer world where you were running through to try to, you know, get to the end. But somebody on the other end was controlling everything. It was so neat, and I loved the features, and the graphics were actually really gorgeous in this game. I was so mad. And the characters, I had one character I loved so much, and you were even able to buy the characters and everything else like that. They refunded everybody's money when they canceled
Oh yeah, I was
the
about to
game.
ask you that. Cool.
They did. They refunded everybody's money after the game was canceled. And I was like, that sucks. Because, like, what was kind of cool was even the characters, what they did was you could either straight out buy the character you like the most and always be able to play that character, or they would, like, every week they, like, transferred out and they switched out with, like, different characters. So each week there was 4 or 5 new characters that you could play. And then the next week it would be 5 different characters, and then 5 different characters a week. Like, they constantly kept switching them out. Like, they kept changing it every week. But you could pay, like, I think it was like $3.99 or something, and have that, like, your favorite character permanently. So you didn't have to wait for, like, the trade out of those characters, which was kind of cool. I was mad. I was so mad. I really was.
Now I'm disappointed in this list because that wasn't in there.
Yeah, that should
And
have
you went on
been
a whole
in there.
tangent.
I did. It should have been in there. It really should have been in there. It was, even though the problem what they did with it, which is probably why it's not in there, is because only beta testers had it. They never opened it to the public, and they literally kept this game under NDA the whole time. So we couldn't stream it. We couldn't talk about it. We couldn't do anything. And oh my god, that was the worst decision they ever made. It was one of the dumbest things they ever did. It really was. Really was. But,
yeah.
But anyways, guys, I can.
So what do you think? So what do you think of number 1 on this list? Because I know a lot of people that like this series, but I never really got into it. Okay, so number 1 is Half-Life 2, which started getting developed and stuff and was canceled. And well, I don't think Valve will ever do anything with their games anymore. Like at first I thought maybe, because they have other good titles under their belt they don't do anything with. So this is just like what Left 4 Dead, I think it was called. And I think they also did Portal games. I think so. But that one actually had a part 1 and part 2. But either way, I feel like they don't want to do anything unless it's like their Steam, their, you know, what their services, and that's it. I don't feel like they care to make any games ever again. But for the people that do like, I know there's a lot of fans out there. I just never got into that series, so I wouldn't know. But yeah, that is number 1. Just wanted to let you guys know. Let me know if you agree with that or any of the other stuff on the list that we talked about. Comments, all that good stuff.
Very true. Very true.
Yep.
Through the show and getting you guys, what we want to talk about and stuff like that. It's a little hard to be more interactive with the chat. But we do appreciate you guys watching, whether you're in Mixer or YouTube. And while you're watching, you guys can see both chats now on the screen, which I think is really awesome as well.
Yes, agreed, completely.
So Fox,
so yeah, thank you.
Take away the questions.
Yes. So thank you to everybody who asked us questions on Twitter, like SheWulf said. The first one is from Andy Mack on Twitter, and he asked, well, me, because I'm the one that posted the post, I'm guessing, how you enjoying your X? So yeah, I'm enjoying the Xbox One X very much. Really happy. I guess more so who it came from, more so than the actual system itself, even though it's awesome. And I'm looking forward to seeing more enhanced games. I am enjoying the fact that I'm not having any, well, let me knock on wood. I'm not having any issues with the system at all, so I'm happy that everything's fine and it's working very well. I'm happy with the differences that I am noticing, and I'm looking forward to more games in the future and maybe upgrading my monitor or TV, I don't know yet, where I can see more of a difference with the 4K side of things, not just with the 60 frames and the other things that I'm noticing in the what's faster loading times and all that good stuff. But I am enjoying it very much. Thank you for asking, Andy. I really appreciate it. By the way, SheWulf, have you messed with the Xbox One X in your house anymore?
I played with it the one day, and that was about it.
Oh, okay. Do you watch GKB messing with it and stuff?
Yeah, and I watch him get frustrated because when he tries to load up games, they don't really seem to work, which kind of...
Ouch.
Apparently, there's actually quite a few issues with the Project Scorpio edition. So, for a lot of you guys that have got the standard edition, apparently that console has actually had no issues at all. It's apparently running flawlessly. But apparently there is some issues with the Xbox One X Scorpio edition.
Yeah, that really sucks for the people that are having that issue.
Yeah, so
like GKB.
Which yeah, I've had some people ask me. They're like, I have a lot of people who actually ask me. They're like, "Oh, how are you liking your X?" I don't have the X, guys. GKB has the X.
Oh yeah.
But
and they
that
ask
was
you on
my
stream,
choice.
like, are you playing on it?
Yes, but that was my choice. That was my choice. But that was because when we first got it, I tried to play Call of Duty on it, and I had nothing but issues. So I was like,
She was like, I'm not having this.
No, not during, like, not, I can't take the issues. Now, see, I have the white 2 terabyte limited edition white one that was first released for the Xbox One S, and I have had nothing but great things to say about it. So, of
Knock
course,
on wood.
knock on wood. But I will stay with my loyal Xbox One S. But like I said, we're probably gonna have to send. Yeah, that's probably what we're gonna have to do is send the Xbox into Microsoft and have them take a look at it, because obviously we can't take it back to the store and get a new one because it is a limited edition Scorpio one. So, which was graciously bought from Senjabot. So I just want to throw that out there. We're still really appreciated for it, regardless of any issues we are having. But chances are, yes, I am gonna have to send it into Microsoft and see, you know, what's going on with it and stuff like that. So.
Yes, got it.
But overall, I don't play around with it. No.
Yeah. All right. So we have another question from Scrotum. You want to read it, or you want me to read it?
You can read the questions. I think.
All right. That's for it's for you. He says, SheWulf, if you could only pick one, would you rather have Advanced Warfare 2, or a sequel of Alice Madness Returns?
Alice Madness Returns, and just so anybody knows, I'm actually already getting that. Well, technically, what? Okay, so
what? Oh,
I'm actually. This is gonna sound such fangirlish, but I'm actually on American McGree's like, what do you call it? Like fan list or whatever.
Oh my God, fangirl! You got his email letters.
I do. So I actually contacted him. He has this whole website where you can actually talk to him. And I actually emailed him when I was first trying to get... I wanted Alice Madness Returns on backwards compat so badly. So badly. GGB, how you doing, honey? But yeah, so I wanted it so badly. I actually contacted him to see if he could get it as backwards compat, which is when he told me that. He actually emailed me, which was awesome. I was like, oh my God. But yeah, he actually emailed me and told me that, yeah, so he doesn't own Alice Madness Returns anymore. He sold it to EA, which I really wish I should have emailed him back and said, are you stupid? But I didn't, because, well, he's still an awesome developer. But that is when I found out, he said that he's actually working on his own sequel. Because he still obviously has the rights to Alice. It's not like he, you know, sold away complete, utter rights. So, there is a new game that is in works for anyone who would like to know. It is actually called Alice Asylum.
Ooh,
you can get a whole bunch of updates and stuff like that. I actually just got the December 2017 newsletter about it. It's in a which actually I might actually post this so that maybe you guys will actually help. We have nearly nearly 25,000 signatures. It is in like a petition kind of thing to get it, like, I guess get it made. I don't know if it's like to get it made, or he kind of has, like, because he streams it and stuff. So I don't know if it's like he actually does live streams where he talks about it and all that kind of stuff. I don't know if it's more or less to actually get, like, I don't know, it's a little confusing.
Yeah, you don't know if it's to help make the game and fund it, like, to get for finish development on it. Got it.
That's the only thing that's a little confusing. I don't know if it's to actually help so he can actually put in to get it published, or... But if you guys could sign... Apparently I am not allowed to send... Oh, the link is too long. Well, what the heck is that crap? Why'd you make the link so damn long?
You can put it in the description.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put it in the description after on YouTube. It worked in Mixer, guys. You can actually get the link there. But yes, they actually have some new art that they've shown. There's actually like Alice, which is like all done in Ash, where like, oh my god, I am super excited, super excited. I have been supporting this since I found out about it back last year when I tried to get Alice Madness Returns backwards compat, which, by the way, guys, it is actually backwards compat. It actually came like what was it, like a week or two after I sat there like non-stop begging for it on Xbox, like on Twitter. I don't think I actually like made it happen, but I was begging and oh my god, like, we got it though. But yes, so yeah, there's my answer. I would pick
definitely
Alice over. I'm sorry, but I love the Alice character, so I would pick it over Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you're pretty content with what COD is doing right now.
I am.
To worry about Advanced Warfare, which anyway might happen in the future.
Yeah, I am actually pretty content with Sledgehammer's new games, so just fix some of the crappy bugs and I'll be even happier.
Okay. So the last question comes from OBX Blackbeard. So from Blackbeard on Twitter as well. He or they say, will you guys be picking up Okami HD next week, December 12th, on Xbox One? Did you play the original on the PS2? Or Wii? And then he said, great game. And then he linked us like a video and stuff to it. So that's pretty cool. So what do you think? Have you ever heard of Okami?
Nope.
Did you see the trailer that he linked on there?
Nope.
Okay. So, Okami is like, I don't know, very artsy, well, it's like a very pretty looking game. Very colorful. I believe it's like a Japanese game. And I think you're a little wolf in it, but like, no, not a little. I think you're like a big wolf, but he doesn't look like a wolf, like, 'cause he's anime style. So yeah, like, I was seeing the trailer.
Oh, wait a minute. What? I think I do know that.
Yeah, so I was seeing the trailer for it. It looks really cool, but I never played the original on the PS2.
He's like
so
a
this
white
will be
wolf,
like
right?
Yes.
He's like white and he's got like black prints on him.
I think so. I know he's white. I can't remember if he has stuff on him. But yeah.
Is that seriously only $78 right now? Christmas is coming, people. If anybody, I just saw your post for South Park's Coon Car. It's like $78 right now.
Wow, you're like somewhere else. Oh, okay, cool.
I was looking for the post. I was looking for the post.
Look,
hey, I'm on your Twitter.
I could have DM'd it to you, girl, because I'm on it. But anyway, she's looking at something else, guys. She's looking at Foxy Deals.
Yeah, I was looking at your Twitter page. Yes. Okay, I do know about this wolf thing. I have seen this character. I have not played the original, no, but it has in the aspect and the art style actually did intrigue me to the point of where I actually thought it would be a pretty cool idea, especially the fact it's coming to Xbox One. So I have actually looked into getting it, but I didn't realize that's what the game was. Yeah, and it's coming out the same day as PUBG. Yes, that's the only downfall. It's by Capcom. Well, it's probably cheaper. It's probably cheaper than True. Than PUBG. It's I don't know how much it is, but I'm guessing since it's I guess a remake, a remaster type of thing. So I'm guessing. But I mean, it looks like a really cute game. I have nothing against it. I would try it, but I never played the original, so I don't have any like $20 attachment. Maybe. But yeah, I didn't play the original either. It does have a cool comic book art style to it, if anybody checks it out. So. Yeah. So thank you for that, for the question, Blackbeard. Really appreciate it. Definitely look into that. I knew that it was a wolf on it, so I was like, maybe SheWulf knows it. So that one's called Okami. And so yeah, those are the questions. Thank you guys for sending that our way. Mostly you use the hashtag #ForGamingDen. I really appreciate that. That's pretty cool. So yeah, send it to us on Twitter or leave it in the comment section of the YouTube video. I am officially adding this thing to my Amazon wish list thing here on Mixer. It's only $77 for the freaking self. Okay, for anybody who wants the collector's edition, if you haven't bought South Park yet and you want the collector's edition, South Park, the Fractured Butthole, remote control car with the Coon mobile is officially only $77.99 right now. That is awesome. You need to go check it out. Oh my god. That is
Well,
so
I'm glad
cute.
that I didn't tell you last night when I posted it, because then we got this live reaction from you.
Yeah, I had no
Way
idea.
better.
I didn't.
Yeah, I post Foxy deals all the time on Twitter. Shameless
I know,
plug.
but I
Follow
only,
me.
yeah, if you guys want amazing deals, please make sure you guys follow Fox on Twitter, which you will actually find all of that information in the description below.
Yeah.
Below. So, I
Awesome
actually
show.
love this game. I play this game a lot. I like fell in love with this game. It was like amazing. The heck are people giving it 1 star for? Oh, because of
So-
the delays. Cry a river. Anyways.
We got sidetracked.
I get sidetracked so easy today, guys. I am like all over the place, but it's fun. I'm sure you guys are sitting back laughing at me, which I am perfectly fine with. Perfectly fine with. Before we end the show, I actually want to throw this out to anybody because I'm also going to be posting it on Twitter as well. I'm going to be making a Mixer team just for people who sub to my channel on Mixer. I am trying to think of a name for it, and I would kind of like if anybody would like to give suggestions on a name. I'm gonna pick 3 that I like the most, and I'm gonna do a poll to see which one wins. And that
Oh, cool.
that will actually be the name of the sub Mixer team. Which the sub Mixer team, so anyone who subs to the channel on Mixer, which is $5.99 a month, it does help out a lot for Mixer and the things I do on my channel. But for anyone who subs, they'll be added to this team, and I will actually promote this team on Twitter so that, you know, people can also check out your channels and stuff like that to kind of help promote you guys a bit more, because that's one of the biggest things I love to do on Mixer is to help promote other streamers and stuff, as people know, for like my Wednesday spotlights, which for anyone that saw on Twitter, it kind of just happened not too long ago during the show. Xbox made me an awesome achievement. Do you know how long I was like, I have tried everything possible to try to get one of those made. Like I have like, I don't know, I've tried doing like so many different things in the community just to see if I could, like, just so I could have one of those made, because they were like so cool. And I finally got one. I did finally get one. I was like, oh my god, I finally got an achievement. I got an Xbox achievement. I was like, it's the coolest thing ever. So, like I said, guys, I would like to make a Mixer team. I have seen other Mixer partners do this, and I do think it is actually an amazing idea to do, because it's really a good way to support the community and the streamers. And plus, it's another extra little added bonus to those people that do contribute money towards the channel and stuff like that. I think it is a great way. And plus, I love to promote things on Twitter, so I figure it's another way to help with that as well. So, yes, that is the idea that I threw out there, and I just wanted to share that before the end of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very cool. What about the giveaway? We still doing that?
There is still a giveaway, which I will post, because I'll play the video at the end of the stream, guys. Oh my god, GatherBot. As soon as I post Xmas, like, GatherBot, I guess, also has some Christmas thing that's going on with it, so it, like, pulls a mystery bag thing. It's kind of weird. There's the link, so that people can check it out. There is the Ultimate Christmas Sale going on. This Ultimate Christmas Sale is, we are officially partnered with Chicken Spaghetti on Twitter, as a lot of people have known. There's actually a few podcasts that are also partnered with Chicken to give the effort to be able to give a lucky gamer in the United States. Sadly, we can't go worldwide for this. Would have loved to, but we can't. So it is only US. But some lucky gamer is going to be getting some really cool gifts. The Console Corner, however, actually teamed up with Chicken to give away an Xbox One S. So, if you would like to enter, please do. There's only 10 days left, as it will be announced, I believe, on the 18th of December, so that you will be able to receive it before Christmas. So yeah, make sure you guys check it out. Get in those links. Follow these amazing gamers. You can also check out Chicken Spaghetti's link in there. I do have it posted in there as well because, hey, he's doing an amazing thing with doing this. And there's also another giveaway for PlayStation 4 if you're a PlayStation gamer. And there's other games being given away by some of the other podcasts that he has teamed up with. So go check out his Twitter. Go check out the deals that he is doing for Christmas. This is an amazing opportunity, so please go and check it out. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. Awesome. SheWulf needs to drink some water.
I'm drinking, actually, I have my evil energy. I'm like a quarter of a cup left. So I think maybe that's kind of why I'm so like...
That's why you're wired, girl.
I'm wired because I'm drinking evil energy right now. So
She's like...
I'm like non-stop.
And I'm like, oh, okay.
Non-stop.
Yeah, awesome giveaway. Yeah, check out the link, of course. Thanks to Chicken Spaghetti for that. And, yeah, subscribe. All that good stuff. So yeah. Thanks for everybody for those questions. Hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Alright guys, that is this week's show.
What else?
I hope everybody enjoyed this episode and all these amazing topics that we love to bring you guys each and every week. Of course, you can find all of our information in the description below, as I am one of your co-hosts of today's show, SheWulf. You can find me on Mixer Monday to Friday, hanging out with all you amazing people. What game I'm playing, you will have to watch my Twitter to find out, as I do post all of my information day to day on Twitter, so give me a follow on there. And of course, I will hand it off to my co-host.
Yeah, so I'm Fox. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for everybody for hanging out in the chat, and thanks to everybody who watches later. Check out our Twitters, our YouTubes, and Mixers, all that good stuff. Check out the links. Really appreciate all the support that you guys show us. Thanks to everybody who still asks questions every week. Shout out to Scrotum. I think he always asks us a question, so I really appreciate that.
We may have to do a special little giveaway just to Scrotum for always being there to support us every single week with the stuff that you do, buddy.
Yeah, he's pretty freaking awesome. He's a cool dude. But yeah, besides that, hopefully you guys checked out Console Corner. If not, check that out on the YouTube channel. And then we'll be back on next week, talking about, the Game Awards and all that good stuff. So yeah.
Definitely.
Thanks for watching.
And John Thomas the Gamer, yes. You don't even need Fox to answer this one. I will actually straight up tell you, yes, I do think you need to get Super Lucky Tales. It is an amazing game.
Yeah, get that, John. It's awesome. I love it.
So yes, just to let you know, I will also stand by that game. Other than that, guys, thank you everyone for hanging out and tuning into this show, and I hope you have an amazing weekend. We are out.
Bye.
Have a holly jolly Christmas, it's the best time of the year. I don't know if there'll be snow, but have a cup of cheer. Have a holly jolly Christmas, and when you